Hi guys. This week, I want to talk about cancel culture. Not the typical way that you would normally think about it, but how it can impact you personally as a writer. Uh, One of the last videos I did, where I said, you know, screenwriting notes are a scam. That elicited a huge amount of comments from a lot of people on different forums and things like that. And a lot of them were not attacking, but a lot of them were making comments, not debate, not discussion, but in a hope to stop other people saying what they believed. I've also seen a few things recently and spoken to a few people that are like, oh, I want to write this story, but I'm really scared that it's going to offend a lot of people, that the humour's too dark or whatever. Cancel culture has become a word that people use to sort of, in my opinion, remember, all these things are my opinion, when they're not brave enough to do what they truly believe. Do whatever you want and live with the consequences. If you've got a comedy and it's very dark and it goes across some topics which are like a definite no-no in your culture, in your society, in your town, in your city, write it. But live with the consequences. You may never sell it. People may have a low opinion of you. Whatever the consequences of your actions are going to be. I believe the worst thing you can do is edit your creativity before it has been given life. That you sort of are not going to write something because of a future of offence of a person you don't know that doesn't even exist. The offence may never be taken. You don't know every single person's view and opinion. I say this all the time, that not every film is written for me. When people say, why is there so much crap written in Hollywood? There isn't. Just not every film in the world is written for you. Those crap films have an audience, just not you. Same thing when it comes to cancel culture. A whole lot of people aren't going to agree with you. They're going to hate what you say. They're going to attack you for what you say. Fine. Just live with the consequences. Just do what you have to do creatively and live with the consequences. I've got a few notes I'm just going to go back to because I want to make sure I don't miss anything here for you guys. You also are getting a reaction with what you're saying, with what you're writing. Don't be scared of a negative reaction. Be scared of being bland, not getting a reaction from people, negative or positive, because there is a bell curve, right? If you're getting a whole lot of people down here that hate what you do, at the other end, there's a whole lot of people that will love it. Okay, the lump in the middle is what it is. If you can get more closer to lump, the bigger your audience. And that's when people say, oh, it's a middle of the road film. It doesn't offend at either end. It's in the middle of the road. Everyone likes it. It's vanilla ice cream. But, you know, you've got those really exotic ice creams that some people love and some people hate. Perhaps that's a better place to be. I always believe you're better being 100% to some people than the second choice of everybody else. Because if the first choices exist, you never get chosen. So do not edit yourself. Do not automatically assume there is going to be a bad outcome for your actions. Do your actions. Be brave. Write the story you want. Do not edit yourself because of a perceived future outcome. The comedian Ricky Gervais is very a very good example of this. He says what he wants. He doesn't sort of go, oh no, that humour would be a bit not very good. Sorry, new puppy. That comment may offend people. I won't say it. He doesn't go out of his way to be offensive. He goes out of his way to be funny. Some of that may be offensive. Some of it won't be offensive. But his goal is to be funny. And he can't be funny if he's going to edit himself on the chance of someone taking offence. You have to get all your creativity out. So when I said this to someone, you shouldn't edit yourself, of course they do that thing that people do. They take your word out of context and go, oh, editing's part of writing. How can you not edit? That's a stupid thing to say, because that's how people who want to cancel your opinion and want to not get your voice in the open, this is one of the things they do. They take what you say out of context and then use it to attack you. Oh, editing. You have to take editing. If you don't edit, you're an idiot. I didn't say never edit. I said you don't edit yourself. Okay, you don't stop thinking what you're thinking because giving it light may offend someone. Same as when I said screenwriting, screenplay notes are scams. Everyone said, oh, if you can't take notes when you work with a producer, I didn't say that, did I? You took the word note out of context. When you're collaborating with someone, a writer, a director, a producer, an agent, a rep, a studio, whatever it is, when you're in collaboration, guess how people communicate? They hand notes back and forth to each other, don't they? So they took what I said out of context. You can't let those people stop your creativity. You have to be brave. Write what you want to write. Write what you want to say. There is going to be consequences. The only way you avoid consequences is to sit there and do nothing. Inactivity. There is no consequences for activity. The world moves around you. You have no impact. You have no meaning. You have no influence on the world. But to influence the world, you have to drive change. To drive change, you have to make a stand. You have to put a stick in the ground and say, this is me, this is what I believe. I'm going to tell you what I believe, and hopefully that will prompt thought in you and that will change the world. But you can't do that without being brave. And you have to risk offending people because not everyone is going to love you. You don't want everyone to love you. You want some people to love you, to be fanatics about you, and then that to come down and fade away too. And at the other end, people hate you. But don't let those people cancel you because the people at this end need you. That's my rant for cancel culture. Be brave. Write what you want. Make sure the quality is there. That's the other important thing. You can't write garbage. And when people say, that's garbage, you're cancelling me. No, it's garbage. Write quality. Learn. Read scripts. Watch movies. Watch movies you don't like. Watch movies from other cultures, other countries. Absorb. Use all that to make a better story for yourself. But don't let people cancel you. And don't cancel yourself on a risk that you may offend some future person that doesn't exist, that doesn't even know about you yet. As always, if you like what you see, subscribe or hit the thumbs up, give me a like. If you want to leave comments, if you think I'm a complete moron or whatever, feel free to leave comments. We can have a good conversation. I could be a complete moron. I'm open to that. There's the book, Tools Not Rules, coming out soon. It's just a whole lot of techniques you can use to open your mind and crack little obstacles or things that you can't get over. You can't figure out what the character should do next. There's no formulas. It's just, here's some way of thinking about the way people move or the way people think. Here's some ways of describing an environment, a society, a planet. Here's some ways that people model their thoughts. Here's some ways of motivating people. They're tools. They're not a structure. They're like a hammer. You can hit this nail, that cupboard, that wall, that cup of coffee, whatever you want. The hammer doesn't tell you how to use it. The hammer just has a function. And that's what this book's going to be, full of these little functions for you. I know I keep saying it's coming out soon, and it will. I promise there'll be a video next couple of weeks explaining the book, and it'll be free. So it's not a huge money-making exercise on my behalf. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, all those things are fantastic. If you want to see more videos or there's some articles to read or you want to keep up on some of the movies that are being made, nick over to griffithscreative.com.au. If you want to find me on social media or anything like that, I always use the same name, Craig D. Griffiths, because Craig Griffiths is common as mud. I put my middle name in there. And until next time, guys, keep writing.